Mr. Speaker, will you please call the House to order?
The bill is passed.
We'd like to get a budget that represents the interests of the people who are standing here with me now.
To be part of the struggle to achieve a better society for all.
Who here in this chamber feels that their children should be punished for something that they did? Hi, and welcome to Assembly Update. I'm Assemblyman Phil Ramos, and I represent the towns of Brentwood, Bayshore, Central Islip, and parts of Islip. And today, as we often do on this show, we highlight local businessmen who are making an effort to give back to their community and add to the economic development in our neighborhoods. We have Sam Abayev, do I have the pronunciation right? Who is the owner of the International Barber Institute at 63 Wicks Road in Brentwood. At the end of the show, by the way, there will be a graphic that will show his phone number in case somebody would like to contact him. We're going to talk a little bit about what Sam is doing in the community to help our young people and some of the things that many people might not be aware of. Sam, I understand you've been in business for 12 years, right? Yes. And your location is in the Pathmark shopping center, right? That formerly used to be David's barbershop, right? I mean, and David was somebody who was there since I was a kid.
It was there for almost 14 years, and he was one of the first barbershop who was in town.
Right, but he was actually, I mean, he was in that location for 14 years. Correct. But I remember back in the 70s, he was a barber in Brentwood, and then you took over what is an institution in Brentwood. And I know that there's a lot of people who utilize your services there. But today, I'd like to talk a little bit about some of the things that you do in addition to having a thriving business there. In addition to do that, I understand that you are conducting some educational programs that give some alternatives. So maybe you could explain a little bit about that.
Yes. First of all, I want to say thank you to you for inviting me in your show. And of course, my programs is designed for people who lose their jobs, who basically people who trying to get ahead in their life and they want to have financial stability and financial security. And my program is designed that in 6 months we will make you a professional licensed barber. And all my program, of course, including barber history, ethics, professional ethics, also infection control, and we also train people how to do latest haircuts, the newest techniques, and we provide tools, books, materials.
How often do you hold the classes?
My classes is, this particular program is for 6 months. It's 5 hours a day, 5 days a week. It is from in the morning, from 9 to 2,
That's
or from 2 to 7. Yes, of course, it's flexible hours and it's affordable. I'm trying to give back to community. I've been there for so many years, and people know me as a good barber, as a good businessman, and I train a lot of my customers, a lot of my employers, and now I'm trying to pass this to young generation. And also, in my community as a Brentwood, we have a lot of barbershops, and barbers over there, they don't have no license. They work without license.
There are some, yeah. There are some who don't have a license.
Some of them, they don't have no license. And
so your course, somebody taking this course, it would guarantee that person would be a legitimate licensed barber. And, and when clients go to that person, they could be assured that they're getting professional services.
Yes, well, for them, I created a different program, which is Advanced Barber Training Course. That course is for cosmetologists who already have a license, or barber who work as a barber but they have no license. That program will make them a licensed barber less than 3 months.
Wow, that's very good. You know, Sam, there's an issue that we have in our community where we as parents, we all want our kids to graduate and go to college and be successful. And there are times when our kids, for one reason or another, do not do that. And there is, parents need to understand some of the options, some of the things that, alternatives that their kids can do. I mean, the only option can't just be that our kids just go work in a factory for minimum wage. And things like what you're offering can give a kid a profession. Not only that, but start them into a business that would give them a good quality of life later on. You're, in addition to providing a service, you're really filling a social need in our community, because we can't set up a system where we push our kids to go to college, and if they don't, they're just a failure. We have to have alternatives, and our businessmen are just as successful as many people who have college degrees, and sometimes even more in the community. So because children learn in different ways, this is a viable alternative, and it's a hands-on profession for those who need to actually be doing something while they're learning as well.
Yes, you're right. Of course, college not for everybody. College is good to go to college, good to get an education, but most of the, like you said, young teenagers, they come out of college, the school, and they don't know where they want to be. So our barber school is for those kind of teenagers, and we can provide them quality training, and we can also a job replacement. We will find a job after when they graduate our courses.
Will you help them with the
we will,
placement?
yes, we will. We have a lot of barber shops who actually call us and look for barbers. So as soon as they finish the course and they got license, we will send them to our barber shops so they can start working right away. So in other words, it's very good for the beginners, for the young teenagers. They can even go to a barber shop, work as a barbers, and also go to the college and reach their goals in the future.
So yeah, it's also an alternative for people who are working their way through college.
Yes.
Which gives them a little more than just a basic job. They can actually earn a decent living while going to college and have a trade as well.
Yes, a good barber makes over $50,000 a year. So it's this is also not only a job. This is actually financial security. This opens a door in front of a person. They can become a barber, they can become an owner, they can open multiple barber shops, they can open a barber school like me. I was never a barber, so I became a barber. And then I worked as a barber for 18 years, and now I became a barber school as director of a school. And what I'm trying to say is that it's a huge opportunity for individuals who like to discover something different and become successful businessmen in
So really, to put it clearly, a young person who for whatever reason does not go from high school to college and finds himself in a situation having difficulty making ends meet can actually go to a course here, and you said it's 6 months?
Yes.
For 6 months, and learn a trade that can earn him over $50,000 and potentially set him up to be able to have his own business or work in a profession that's pretty decent for somebody who did not get a college degree.
In a short time of period.
So it's an alternative. It's important that parents understand this, and if they find themselves in that position, and a mistake a lot of kids do is they graduate high school, they're not sure what they want to do, and maybe they have in their mind they want to go to college, but they say, I'm going to take a year off. And that's a big mistake, because during that year, they buy a car, they take a car loan, they get their own apartment. They have so many commitments that it's difficult for them to now leave work and go to full-time school. It's very difficult, especially for lower income students. So, and then the commitments build and the debt builds. And then they're earning minimum wage in many cases, but having a career that they can obtain in a short-term training is something very valuable for many of our kids, and would have an impact in their life. I'm really glad that you bring this. Do you have a lot of children taking advantage of your programs?
Yes,
a lot of young people?
Yes, we have a lot of females, even older people who've been tied
so
in
you
the
train
job.
women as well to work in salons?
Of course, of course. We have a lot of cosmetologists they have a license as a cosmetologist, and now they're trying to cut a men's hair. So they come to me, and I have a program which is called Advanced Training Program. That program make them a barber in 3 months, and they get their a license, a master license in 3 months.
And so you end up, your institute has a lot of barbershops who call you and they're looking for personnel, right?
Correct. Every single day we have from 3 to 5 barbershops calling us
Really?
and always searching for barbers. The barbers, for today's day, barbers is the high demand. And like I said to everybody, when you learn a barber, anywhere you go, you're gonna make your money. All you need is scissors and a comb.
Nobody could ever take that. from
No
you.
way. Even if you like
Once
that
you
in
learn
jail,
that
you make
trade.
money.
Right, even if you're in your living room.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can make money
Yeah.
in your kitchen. Anyway, you always make money. The barbering is the oldest profession, and it's very, very high demand. You always find the jobs.
So you play a big role in actual placement as well. So it's not just that you train them, but you try and find them jobs
Yes.
at the end.
I play from the beginning to the end. I try to. My agenda is to build a healthy relationship between me and the students, so that the student can success to get where they want to be, so they get success in their life. And also, it's good for the parents, for the kids, because the person reach the goals. That's what very important for me.
You know, and being a barber is much more than just cutting hair. I mean, there are laws you need to understand, right? There's sanitary code,
Of course.
so that you're in compliance.
Yes, of course. We have infection control course. All our programs is certified with the Department of Building, Education Department of Building, and our curriculums is also approved by Department of Education. And our programs is designed to teach individuals for a short period of time. And our hands-on practice is very, very, it's fast and it's a quality. We try to make each student be comfortable in our school. Of course, and each parents want the kids to success, to be somebody in their life. And I think that this is the good route to go for the kids, to start their life in a short way. You become a professional licensed
And
barber.
there's always a market for this. I mean, your
always, it's
barbershop
never
alone.
end.
I look at your barbershop on the weekends, and it's amazing the amount of people. You could probably use double your staff and still not have enough to be able to handle the demand, because there's just so much. Even with a lot of barbershops in town, they're all full.
Yes, 'cause it's a quality job, you know? And we also teach quality students. We make sure they learn the right way, the proper way, techniques, and hands-on practice. Make sure they be prepared before they go to a state test. We prepare them for a state test also.
The nature of this business, I mean, a lot of people get into business have to do their market research. They have to figure out if their product is going to be viable. They have to look at future speculation. But when it comes to a barber, your product is always going to be viable.
Yes,
There's never going to be a
always number one.
shortage of people who need haircuts. I mean, that just increases as the population increases.
Yes.
So it's a pretty secure business. Once somebody is doing it legitimately, as you say, you're helping them be state licensed and comply with all the rules, which will improve their business, because they will be a quality operation.
Yes, it's also good for the people who lose their jobs, and
We're suffering from a lot of high unemployment.
Exactly.
As a result of this economic crisis we've had. We're just pulling out of it now, but this is just what the doctor ordered.
Yes, thank you.
Sam, I want to thank you, and we're going to be putting up your phone number again for those who would like to contact you. But why don't you tell us, if somebody wants this type training, what number would they call?
631-273-5755.
One more time.
631-273-5755.
Sam, thank you for all that
Thank
you
you.
do on behalf of our
Thank
community.
you very much.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure.